Hey guys, welcome to today's video, back with some more Return to Shironagasu Island. Are you going to pick that lock? I don't know, probably. Akita is pretty handy with his lockpick. Let's just get right into it today, guys. I'm ready to go. Ready? First video of the batch, so I'm ready for some Shironagasu. I'm excited, I'm psyched. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. Is water wet? I knew it. Akita, this guy, let me tell you, he's real sharp. Heh, not bad, eh? For someone so useless. I guess you'll always have a career in burglary you can fall back on. Alright, all clear. I don't see anyone hiding. Oh? Why don't you just turn on the lights? It's almost identical to our room. The only thing that's different is the painting. Neneko, do you notice anything? It doesn't matter how small. Do I notice anything? Nothing in particular, to be honest. Well, the sheets are a bit misaligned, but only by a tiny bit. The sheets, huh? I don't think it's a big deal. No, I think it is. Dun dun. A handkerchief with initials on it. Was it underneath the bed? DR. Dan Raymond? So this was Sir Raymond's handkerchief. It doesn't have any dust on it. I also don't think the killer left it there on purpose. This is important evidence that proves that Sir Raymond was in this room recently. So Sir Raymond was attacked here? But isn't that strange? It's certainly strange. Situation map. So the killer called Sir Raymond to come all the way to the room next to yours. Then they went out of their way to move him to a different room to kill him. Okay, so he was here and then he got moved there. No matter how you think about it, isn't it strange? It's certainly a mystery. Why did they tell him to come to this room? And why did they move him to a different room later? What do you think? I really don't know. Let's see, I might know why they moved Sir Raymond to the other room. When the killer murdered Sir Raymond, they would have known about my real background, so they must have thought that it would be too risky to mutilate him in the room next to mine. That's why they moved him to a different room first. Ew. Did they really have to mutilate him? I mean, they wanted to mutilate him so badly, even if it would mean that they could be discovered. What a sick person. They likely harbored a grudge against him. Anyway, even this will not explain why the body was moved. I do not understand why the secret meeting with Sir Raymond took place in this room. There would be only disadvantages to having a secret meeting there. It's as if it had to be in this room for a reason. A reason why it had to be in this room? For instance, perhaps there's a hidden passageway in this room. That would explain why Sir Raymond was caught off guard. But in that case, it had to be a passageway that the killer knew about, but Sir Raymond didn't. Is it possible that there's a hidden passage here that even the administrator of this mansion didn't know about? It's certainly a little bit unlikely. Or did they manage to surprise him another way? Another way? How then? For example? Dang. I'm not answering any more questions without saving. Gosh dang it, after that bad end I got. Okay. They sneaked in through the window. They picked the lock of the door and sneaked in. They weren't cautious at all. What could it be? I mean, they could pick the lock. Maybe they picked the lock and sneaked in like I did? But I'm sure that Abby, who gave us our keys, was in the hallway at that time. I don't think it would be possible to sneak in through the hallway if she was standing guard there until Sir Raymond came. Which means there was a high risk of getting noticed. But it's possible that Abby was trying to betray Sir Raymond, so she might not have been protecting him. Well, that's true, but if that's the case, I don't think Sir Raymond would have let his guard down. If nobody was standing guard there, he'd be cautious of someone picking the lock and sneaking in. You have a point. I mean, it's not unlikely. I almost thought that I'd solve the case, though. What if they sneaked in through the window? This window can be opened from the outside, so I don't think it would be impossible. From the window. It would be difficult even for a professional assassin since it's always windy. Yeah, isn't it like on a cliff face? I feel like that would be unlikely. But I guess it's not impossible. In any case, that way, it would be possible to catch Sir Raymond off guard. If he was only focused on the door, he might not have been paying any attention to the window. Why, I just thought about when I almost fell out of my window. Wow, I feel as if I'm about to fall again. Hey, let go of me already. You won't fall, so no need to worry. But if they came down into this room with a rope, the killer would have come from the room above this one. So was it Jacob? Yes, that would make sense. Jacob chose what room to meet in and used a rope to sneak in through the window. In that case, Jacob could have committed Thomas's murder too, but why would he kill his friend? I don't think they were really friends, probably just acquaintances with similar perversions. Did Jacob have a motive to kill Thomas and brutally torture Sir Raymond? I'm not convinced. Why don't you just ask him? You're right, in this case, I should try asking Jacob directly. Isn't Jacob dead? Am I missing something? Was Jacob only dead in the bad end that I got? That must have been the case. For some reason, I thought that Jacob was dead. I called Jacob's room. Strange, he doesn't pick up. Or he's just ignoring the phone. Perhaps he doesn't want to talk. Guess I'll just have to go to Jacob's room. Wanna come? Me? Of course I'm coming with you. I'm too afraid of being left alone again. Wait, I'm not sure anymore. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, this is just a repeat of when we found Jacob dead last time. Interesting. Make up your mind already. I'll come with you. Ah, no, I'll stay here after all. No, wait, I'll come with you after all. Or perhaps I won't. I can't decide. Suit yourself. Hey, you're doing that again. You've got to be kidding me. Don't leave me. I don't have time to figure out what you want. I don't have time for this. Well, maybe I was being indecisive. Okay, I'm gonna... Because this is it's playing out exactly the same as when I found Jacob the first time. I'm gonna pause the recording and I'll come back once there's new dialogue or new, like, developments. I'm pretty sure I'm getting the same bad end that I got before. Let's just, yep, it's, what the heck? All right, looks like I'm loading up that save file and picking a different, Jesus. Okay, I'll be back. Something may have happened. I chose, the killer coming in through the window. This is like the second time I've had to reload to try different things. And Akita has gotten an epiphany. By Jove, I think I've got it. The killer's modus operandi. What? Really? Tell me. If what I'm thinking is right, only this person could be the killer. The killer is... Yes? Who? Hang on. I heard something behind the door. What? What are you talking about? Your timing totally sucks. Are you leading me on? Who's there? What are you doing there? Whoa, was there really someone there? Yo, we got some progress here. Neneko, let's go after them. I'm gonna make a little save. Whoa, what the? Why are you guys coming out of there? You gave me a fright. Akira, did you see anyone running past you right now? What? I just saw Jacob. I thought Jacob was freaking dead. Jacob? Darn, I have a bad feeling about this. Wait, hold up. Did something happen again? Hey, wait. Hey, what's going on? Jacob just ran past me. Yo, we're in some kind of alternate universe. Jacob's actually the killer? So Jacob was listening in on us from there. What's he up to? Real, stand back. I'm opening the door. Ah, oh, okay. The iron door is no longer blocked. Looks like he's one step ahead of us. Jacob! Jacob is in the middle of the bridge. I can see Sir Vincent and Abby blocking the way. Huh? What is he doing? Neneko, duck! Vincent's holding a gun! What? A gun? Ah! Someone did the killer after all. Jacob is shouting something at them, but the sound of the wind makes it difficult to make out what he is saying. The killer is... What? Does Jacob know who the killer is? Was he eavesdropping on us to learn information that could unmask the killer? Please, because I have... Jacob and the other two appear to be negotiating, but I still can't hear what they're saying. Vincent and Abby don't appear to be very open to negotiations. I have a feeling something very bad is about to happen. Hey, what is going on there? It looks like everyone in the guest room building heard the commotion and has come here. Real, Al, Akira, Giselle, and Alex are all here. Get away from the door. Vincent has a gun. He might shoot you. Stay out of his line of sight. All right, but what the hell is going on? He's got his gun pointed at Jacob. What's going on? I think Jacob's trying to cut a deal with them. That's just a guess, though. Looks like negotiations have fallen apart. What was that gunshot? What happened? Tell me. It's not a very pleasant sight. Don't look, all right? Yo, Abby's got a knife, too. That was a headshot from the hip. Vincent appears to be an expert marksman. This is a warning to the killer. You have 30 minutes. If you don't tell me the code by then, I will kill everyone without mercy. Holy crap. Vincent, what code do you want? Detective, outsiders shouldn't talk too much or their lives will be cut short here. Whoa. I see Vincent's muzzle move in my direction and quickly take cover. Suddenly, the iron doors on both sides close. The guest rooms and the main building are separated again. We have 30 minutes. That's not a lot of time. There's no point in asking the killer for help now. I will have to reveal their identity. Let's go back to my room. We can discuss what to do there next. Who is the killer? How can you stay so calm after that? He said we only have 30 minutes. What is this code anyway? What do they want? Just calm down. Let me think. Let's go to my room and plan our next move there. Don't tell me you're going to shoot yourself in the head. I'm not drunk. Oh, God. I'm not drunk enough to do that yet. Besides, if I had to shoot someone, I'd shoot the person who got us into this mess in the first place. Which is... time for the big reveal. Okay. He's gonna make us pick who the killer is, I think. I have no freaking clue. Time to settle this once and for all. I should already know who the killer is. Frick. Alright. Someone... modus operandi. It's either Akira, Giselle, Real, or Aurora. Aurora is non-existent except for us, right? Oh, it could be Alex, too. I'm gonna say it's Giselle. I'm probably wrong. That's right. The only one who could be the killer is... Real, I need you to cooperate with me, alright? Huh? Yes, of course. How can I help? It's only a teeny tiny thing. Huh? Hey, is this some kind of joke? Why are you tying me up? Hey, my hands hurt. Real, you're the killer, aren't you? Yo, we're making the killer think that we're blaming Real. What? What? Huh? No way. Huh? So she's the killer? That's right. First of all, Real and Alex were the only two people who had the opportunity to set a trap on the bridge that could kill Thomas. So this allowed me to narrow the list of suspects down to 2 people. Then there's the murder of Sir Raymond. I always wondered why exactly Sir Raymond was caught off guard. But in the end, it doesn't matter. The killer only needed to unlock the door and sneak into the room where the meeting was about to be held. Did she unlock the door? But how did she do that? Actually, she's really an undercover agent who sneaked onto this island. She's highly trained. Not only can she pick locks, but her assassination skills are also first class. But how did she kill Thomas? Did you find out how? We don't need to anymore. We can just ask the killer herself. That's right. Come on, Real. Give up already. Akira! What are you thinking? Do you really think I'm the killer? You idiot. Someone else is the killer. What? She just became a totally different person. Do you mean she's been acting this whole time? It appears that Akira's reasoning was right. Akira, don't listen to her. She's trying to get in your head. Real killers always say things like that. Quit fooling around. You'll regret this. You're all going to be killed by the real killer. Neneko, keep an eye on Real for me. Huh? What? Me? I think there are others here who could do a better job. Everyone else, please come here. I have an idea I want to discuss with the 3 of you. Yo, totally, it's Giselle. An idea? What are we going to do? Torture her until she talks? Close, but no cigar. We are going to reveal the killer's identity. What? You're making zero sense right now, Akira. Eek. Alright, I've got her. Yo! You! Calm down, Akira. Real isn't the killer. What? What do you mean? I'm so not following what is going on here. Judging from the murders, it was obvious that the killer is a well-trained professional. It would have been difficult to neutralize them if they had been on their guard. That's why I had to play a trick on them. Yo, Akira, you're so smart. I was confused when Akira started to tie me up, but then he whispered his little plan into my ear. The rope was loosely tied, so I could easily escape and sneak up on Giselle. Looks like your plan worked, Akira. You could have told me in advance. I was startled when Real suddenly stood up. But Akira, you didn't need to tell everyone that I'm an undercover agent. I had to. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to fool the killer. I needed a good reason to incriminate you and distract the real killer, so revealing your true identity was my best bet. I love it when a plan comes together. What? You're making a mistake. I'm not the killer, and I didn't kill anyone. That's exactly what someone who was the killer would say. Oh no. You're pretty calm, aren't you, Giselle Reed? Anyone else would lose their composure in such a situation. This calmness, she has the composure of an assassin. But Akira, do you have any concrete evidence that proves she is the killer? Please don't tell me this is just a hunch. Of course, I will explain everything. Let me tell you how Sir Raymond and Thomas were murdered, and why I am certain that Giselle is the killer. I am also interested in this, because I just guessed. First of all, let's talk about the murder of Sir Raymond. This is like in Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, when you go, objection, and you have to lay out all your evidence to present your case. This is what Akira is doing right now. Sir Raymond's estimated time of death was around 2 a.m. on the day we all arrived at the island. Sir Raymond didn't show up in the dining hall. I surmised from a mysterious moaning that Alex and I had both heard that Sir Raymond was most likely tied up in the room next to mine at noon on the first day. As evidence of this, I found Sir Raymond's handkerchief in the room next to mine. In other words, the killer had used this room as a secret meeting place where they restrained Sir Raymond. Wait a minute, why did they go out of their way to set up a meeting in that specific room right next to yours? Isn't that strange? You're right, I was wondering about that as well. Luring and capturing Sir Raymond there, the killer must have used some kind of ruse to capture Sir Raymond's attention. So I thought about how everyone's rooms were allocated. There was something strange about it. If the killer had chosen the allocation of the rooms, that allocation must mean something. How the rooms were allocated, I never thought of that. As I've said before, all windows can be opened from can be opened from the outside as well. There is no need to be afraid of intruders on this island. Yo, Giselle was right above the room that Raymond got murdered in. The killer took advantage of that. She'd sneaked into the room through the window before Sir Raymond arrived. Sir Raymond let his guard down because he had Abby sweep the room first. After Abby checked and told him that the room was empty, Sir Raymond entered it with his guard down. He was restrained by the killer who had sneaked into the room earlier. Wait, but there are always strong winds on the island. It shouldn't be so easy to sneak in from outside. The only way that could be done is by abseiling with a rope. Did the killer really manage to do that? I guess I'll have to ask Neneko and her photographic memory about this. What? Me? Yes, you were about to fall out of your window around the same time that Sir Raymond was captured. Do you remember everything you saw then? Was there something like a rope hanging outside of this room? Forcing me to remember this terrible moment. How cruel. I really don't want to, but I don't have a choice. A rope was definitely hanging along the wall, but it was the same color as the wall, so I couldn't see it well. Wow, I'm falling! You're still here with us, you're safe. I'm never doing that ever again. I see, so it is possible that the killer used a rope to sneak into the room. Wait, in that case, the killer would have been staying directly above the vacant room where Sir Raymond was captured, but that was Jacob's room. How could Giselle have been the killer? Jacob was definitely a suspect too, but then the following occurred to me. What is it? The wind is so strong that it can make you fall down if you open the window even a little bit. The wind on this island is blowing very strongly from right to left. If you abseil, you will be swept to the left. The killer knew this from experience. This is why she didn't pick the room directly above it. She picked the room that was further to the right. So she took the wind into account. Certainly, it would be difficult to get down to a room right below you if there is always such a strong wind blowing. Considering the strength of that wind, she could have exited her bathroom window and then entered the room to the left underneath her. Wait a minute, but she could perhaps also have managed to do so from the room directly above it, right? Indeed. So the list of suspects is narrowed down to either Jacob or Giselle. This is only a guess, but I think the killer knew how to descend from one room to another from past experience. Past experience? Anyway, now let's consider the next case, Thomas's murder. Thanks to Neneko's and Alex's testimonies, I have found out that the bridge was warm at the time. So what happened there? Jacob used the word transparent killer. The victim was killed around noon, and Thomas himself didn't notice anything. So what I arrive at is burning ethanol. Ethanol. The killer poured ethanol onto the bridge and then set it on fire. Speaking of ethanol, there was certainly a lot of rectified spirit in the wine cellar. Rectified spirit is a liquor with the strength of 95 to 96 degrees. It's almost pure ethanol. But wait a minute, even if the bridge was set on fire, nothing happened to me when I walked over the bridge. How could Giselle be the killer? I don't think she had the chance to set it on fire. Giselle set it on fire when she went back to get her notebook. The bridge was already on fire when you crossed it. How is that even possible? The murder was committed at midday when the sun was high. It's difficult to see pure ethanol burning in full sunlight. Because of that, you probably didn't notice any fire. This is what a transparent killer really means. Also, we all know that the drainage is terrible on that bridge. The ethanol remained on the bridge for a long time, and it only appeared to be a puddle. But in that case, why was Thomas the only one who was burned and not I? We both crossed the bridge. There were several factors that led to Thomas's death. The first is that Thomas's clothes were flammable. But there is one more thing that makes this a well-thought-out murder method. And what is that? The iron doors. Why was it so important for the killer to close the iron doors, even though she would risk exposing herself? In fact, the iron doors proved an essential part in Thomas's murder. Why were they essential? You mean the wheels? Exactly. Thomas had to stop on the bridge to turn the wheel. This took some time, and after a while, the fire ignited his suit. I see. In my case, when I opened the door from the guest room building side when I crossed the bridge, so I didn't catch fire. To think that I could have ended up just like Thomas. That isn't enough to convince me. Some ethanol can't cause such serious burns. How do you explain that? It would be easy to imagine if you were in Thomas's shoes. As he was turning the wheel, he suddenly felt the heat underneath his feet. Surprised by the fire, Thomas panicked and tried to put out the fire. That's when he saw the vase in the corridor. The vase? Wait, did the killer anticipate Thomas's behavior and put more ethanol into the vase? How could they have foreseen that? It would explain the severity of his burns, though. Thomas wanted to put out the fire with the water in the vase, but burned himself to death instead. Am I right? Is this what happened? Giselle? It certainly is an amusing theory, but it all sounds like speculation to me. Perhaps the murders were carried out as you described, but you can't tie me to any of them. The testimony about the rope hanging outside the guest room building was vague, and anyone could have set the bridge on fire. She appears to be right. The testimony about the rope is vague at best, and I can't conclude that Giselle was the one who poured ethanol into the bridge. I want to crawl into a dark cave now. Besides, if Giselle really is the killer, she might have had an accomplice. Giselle is Akira's attendant, so Akira might have helped her in one way or another. What do you have to say about this? What the hell? Stop talking nonsense. I'm telling you that neither Giselle nor I are the killer. The killer has to be someone else. What do you think, Akita? Do you have any concrete evidence? Of course. I guess I will have to... Akita's got this. He's confident. He knows what he's talking about. I guess I will have to go back to the beginning. Why did the killer use such strange methods to kill someone in the first place? It's strange if you think about it. There are better and easier ways to kill someone, aren't there? There's one explanation. The killer already knew what they would do before coming here. Already knew? Which means they knew the victims? That's right. Jacob once told me that Thomas's death was similar to something he had seen before, and that the killer had to be a woman. For some reason, he wouldn't explain himself further. My guess is that the killer had witnessed something in the past that was similar to the way Thomas was murdered, or they may have even experienced it. It's possible that they were revenge murders. If that's the case, Then what Jacob said would make a lot of sense. It also explains why he didn't want to talk about the murder method. I see. But do you have any proof that Giselle survived and escaped from this island? And is there any evidence that proves that Kira isn't an accomplice? We can find out the answers by examining what Kira has said before. Back to this scene again. Okay. The first thing that stood out to me was that Giselle didn't want to take a bath with Akira. Perhaps she thought it wouldn't be appropriate, as she is Akira's attendant after all. However, there could be another reason. Giselle didn't want to take a bath with Akira because she wanted to hide the burns on her body. Alright, you make a little bit of stretch there. What are you talking about? There's no way. Akira also said that when we found Thomas's body, Giselle kept her away from the door. It seems like a casual act, but it also takes on a completely different meaning when considering everything else. When Akira and Giselle got to the bridge, there was still a fire burning on it. Giselle realized this, so she quickly moved Akira away from the door. If my guess is right, there should be old burn scars on Giselle's legs and new burn marks as well. If what you said was right, Akira couldn't have been her accomplice. If Akira had been her accomplice, she wouldn't have done that. Alex, could I ask you to tear Giselle's stockings and check her legs? My hands are kind of full right now. Me? All right. I'm sorry, Giselle. Whoa! There really are burn scars, both old ones and new ones. Objection! We've got you! I concur. Those are burn scars, some old and some new. That proves it then. Giselle, no. Killer. Will you finally admit your crimes? Huh. No way. Tell me that he's lying, Giselle. I can't believe it. I didn't think you would be able to discover the truth with so little evidence. We've found the killer. Senakita, it looks like I've underestimated you. Everyone gasps as Giselle's tone of voice suddenly changes. Giselle, are you really a survivor from this island? Why did you kill them? Was it for revenge? You won't be able to understand, even if I explained it to you. Everything I had, everything was taken away by Shironagasu Island. The people I killed were horrible men who have had it coming for a very long time. I have no regrets ending their lives. My only regret is that I couldn't kill Jacob Rutland with my own hands. Giselle, what do the people from the mansion want from you? What's your bargaining chip? Something I was given by someone when I had to leave everything behind here. My trump card for revenge. However, the people from the mansion want to use it to control the world. Control the world? Please give it to us, Giselle. No. My revenge is almost complete. I won't allow you to get in my way. I don't think you quite understand the situation you're in. I'm not as meek as you thought, and I'll get what I need by any means. And now you're talking just like me. Aurora. Sorry, what? What was that shrieking sound? Ugh. Ah! Why? What's that? That's the creature. Why is it here? Eek! It's the demon of Shironagasu Island. No, Aurora, you can't eat them now. Get me out of here. Aurora is the demon? Oh my god! You're not going anywhere. Don't move. Don't any of you dare move a muscle. Otherwise, you're all going to die. What do you mean? I have a parting gift for you. Handle it with care. If you have miraculous knowledge and amazing luck, you might be able to make it through this alive. Okay, we're gonna do a little save. Giselle, listen to me. Are you really the killer? So our relationship was just a lie? Giselle! Huh. Yes, it was all a lie. Everything. I'm just a liar. Wait. Giselle grabs Akira, and the creature holds them both as it disappears out the window. I run to the window and look outside. I can see only the back of the creature running towards the main building. It got away. It must have already made it to the main building. That's impossible. Jumping across cliffs that high while carrying two people? So that was the monster, the demon of Shironagasu Island. Why? Why did Giselle call that creature Aurora? That's the name of the girl I saw. Darn, what's going on? I don't want to spoil this moment, but the bag Giselle left behind, I have a very bad feeling about it. Should we just leave it there? She left us with a warning and also left her bag here. Let's take a look inside. Is that a bomb? It's definitely possible, but nobody would be stupid enough to try to defuse a bomb at a time like this. Alex, Neneko, get out of here now. I think Neneko has been paralyzed with fear. I'm a bit nauseous and my knees are shaking as well. This isn't a joke. I've lost all strength in my legs. I can't stand. That monster was too much for me. I'm sorry. Sheesh. All right, I'll carry you. The phone? The phone is ringing? Akita, just ignore it. We have to get out of here right now. They're just trying to slow us down. No, leaving here might be a mistake. I should pick up the phone. Who's this? Akita, don't go outside. Huh? Akira, is that you? Are you all right? There's an explosive outside. It's been armed. Don't go outside. Calm down. What happened to Giselle? What explosive? Giselle, she left me behind. But enough about her. There's an explosive. Giselle planted an explosive on that iron door, so don't open it. On the iron door? Are you sure? It was like a square box. Giselle told me that if anyone opens the door, it will explode. Akira, where are you now? In the dining hall. I'm calling from there. Akita, I'm scared. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know what to do. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of this right away, and we'll then come to get you. For now, turn off the lights and hide in the shadows. Wait, don't hang up, please. I'm scared. Talking on the phone is too dangerous. Just hide, okay? Akita, she's in a very dangerous situation. If Akira is right, an explosive has been planted on the iron door. Knowing how well trained Giselle is, we'll have to deal with the bomb here first. Real, do you have any experience with bomb disposal? Well, I have studied bomb making fundamentals. I might be able to handle it. I also have some tools that can be used for dismantling bombs. That's convenient. But they were originally designed for breaking things, so don't expect too much from them. Good enough for me. Neneko, you should go to Akira's room with Alex. If this bomb explodes, the room the furthest away from here may be safe. No. I'll stay here to help. I don't need someone who becomes paralyzed as soon as she sees a monster. Be a good girl and move as far away from here as you can. We're supposed to be together. Besides, if you die, how can the rest of us survive? Don't forget that. I'm your partner. Geesh, you're making me feel guilty. Alright, I'll let you help me. Can I leave? Are you kidding me? Alex, you're a man, aren't you? You have to show that you're less afraid than this girl. Stay here and help me. Actually, I'm a girl. What a stupid joke. I'll make you dismantle the bomb yourself the next time you say something stupid like that. I wasn't joking. Well, it looks like our fates are now bound together. Alright, I have everything I need. Let's take care of this bomb. Alright, don't be nervous. Overthinking this will just stress you out. I have to open this bag to start dismantling it. What should I do? Can I open it slowly? Okay, do a little save. There might be several booby traps. Opening the bag could set off the first of them. If an optical sensor has been installed, it may explode if it detects light. I will have to be able to see what I'm doing, though. I have to open the bag. The bag is shaped rather oddly. It doesn't look like a normal bag. You're right, it's square. It doesn't have any patterns, and it looks different than an ordinary bag. Hey, I think it's a thermal bag made by Super Thermos. It cuts off outside airflow, so it can keep things cold for quite a long time. I read good reviews about this online. A thermal bag, huh? It's definitely something Giselle would use. She must have chosen this bag for a reason. Maybe there's a temperature sensor inside? That could be the case. If there really is a temperature sensor, it could detect sudden temperature swings. The room temperature is much lower right now because the window has been broken. If you open the bag right now, it may result in an explosion. What should we do then? Should we turn up the heater to raise the room temperature? We don't know what temperature the bag is, so it might be better to deactivate the sensor itself instead. The temperature sensor is probably a long rod-shaped piece of metal. You might be able to cut the wires that extend from it. Cut it. What, me? To tell you the truth, I've never dismantled a bomb before. I feel embarrassed telling you this, but my hands are trembling. You can probably do this much more steadily than I can. All right, I'll unzip the bag first. Don't let any air flow into it. Okay, unzipped. Akita, don't you understand the meaning of being careful? I thought I was about to be blown to bits. Hey, you're still in one piece, so no big deal. Next up is the temperature sensor. All right, if there's really one, you'll only have about 5 seconds to cut its wires after you open the bag. It has to be done quickly. Don't touch anything except for the sensor wiring, all right? A vibration detector may be triggered otherwise. A metal bar sensor. Cut the wire extending from it. Don't touch anything else. All right, piece of cake, I hope. All right, get to work then. Did that do it? Looks like you did it. That was a close call. There really was a temperature sensor. If I hadn't thought of that in advance, we'd all be pushing up daisies now. Ugh, I don't want to hear that. I'm becoming so nervous. Can I go somewhere else? Hey, weren't you calling me a scaredy cat earlier? What's it going to be? I think I'm about to drool and pee myself at the same time. Me too. I'm about to faint. All right, now for the bomb itself. The temperature sensor on the left has now been deactivated. On the box in the middle, I can see an LED counter, a matrix display, and a numeric keypad. You need to open the box on the right to be able to understand how the bomb works. The center and right boxes appear to be connected by red, blue, and yellow wires. This is a very advanced bomb. It's not going to be easy. It appears the game is afoot. Darn, I've underestimated her. This is not just a diversion. This was actually made to kill us all. Giselle, how could she? She's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Look who's talking. Okay, crap. At any rate, we only have 5 minutes left. We have to dismantle the bomb before then. What should I do next? Disable the vibration detector. Do you see a cylindrical device at the top? Yeah, I do. The metal rods in the middle appear to be vibrating. That's the vibration detector. If the bag shakes even slightly, the metal rods will touch the cylinder, making the bomb explode. It's a simple device, but you can't let your guard down. To disable this, you can harden the inside of the cylinder with a fixing agent. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that here. And what should I do? Perhaps we could use a viscous fluid instead of a fixing agent. Maybe we can find something we can use in this room? A viscous liquid. For example, honey. Now is not the time to be slacking off. We have to find something as fast as possible. I'm counting on you. I'll be ready to inject the viscous liquid as soon as you find it. Everyone, split up and look for something usable. Well, you have heard the lady. I want both of you to look for a viscous liquid. All right. I feel as if I'm under pressure. All right, then. Let's look around. Shampoo. The bathroom. I might be able to find something in here. Let's take a look. Hang on. I might be able to use this. Liquid soap? Is that viscous enough? Perhaps this will do. Let's go back to real. Miss me? I found this. I see. Liquid soap. It certainly looks viscous. I'll pour it into the syringe with the needle removed. All right. Now carefully and slowly squeeze the liquid soap into the chamber. You can do this. Carefully. All right. All right, it worked. Yo, let's go. Vibrations will no longer be able to set off the bomb. I have goosebumps all over. But if it can't sense vibrations, why don't we just throw it out the window? I don't recommend doing that. In addition to that vibration sensor, it could also have an accelerometer. Giselle would have installed one for sure. We don't have a choice. We need to dismantle it completely. Alright, I guess I'll just have to see this through until the end. No rest for the weary. Indeed, now let's get on with it. We still don't know much about the box in the center. Let's deal with the box on the right first. See those 4 screws at the corner of the lid? Unscrew those. Alright, like a walk in the park. Looks can be deceiving. If you remove them in the wrong order, the bomb might explode. You've got to be kidding. Alright, so what do I do? Let's see. Remove the screws in the following order. Lower left, upper right, upper left, lower right. Hey, did you just make that up? It's my hunch as a specialist bomb maker. If you're feeling lucky, you can remove them in any order you feel is right instead. Your choice. That's quite a responsibility. Alright then, I'm going to remove the screws. Remember, don't touch anything else. Don't mess this up, Akita. Alright, here goes nothing. Looks like you were right again. The next one is the screw on the upper right. I told you I'm not sure about this either. I'll leave it up to you. Okay. I did it. Alright, on to the next screw. Alright, and we are still in one piece. Great job, Reel. I don't think I've ever felt my heart pound in my chest like this before. There's only one more screw. This should be smooth sailing. No, pay extra attention to this one. This screw. Turn it clockwise. Clockwise? Do you want me to turn the screw in the opposite direction? Why? The direction in which the screw is turned may cause the bomb to explode. A trigger device has been attached to this screw. I can just feel it. Is that your intuition talking or your knowledge? The lower right head of the screw is slightly worn. It is highly possible that the screw's head was turned to test the explosion caused by the screw's rotation. But this is my intuition. I'll leave it up to you as to believe me or not. In which direction should I turn the screw? Opposite. Real. Go with real. Okay, I'll turn it in the opposite direction. I'm scared. Oh, God. Don't pray to God. Believe in Akita's choice. This screw is screwed into place pretty tight. All right, it's out. Whew. The opposite direction was correct after all. Okay, remove the plate carefully. Slowly. Oh, God. Wow. Phew. The opposite direction was correct after all. If you had turned it in the regular direction, the wiring would have been cut and the bomb would detonate. That was a close call. But now we have to deal with something else. The small box at the top left underneath the acrylic plate is the main part of the detonator. If you cut the 2 wires that are connected to it, you can stop the bomb. Cut the 2 wires that run from the small box at the top left to the bottom. Be careful, all the wires running from the bottom right are trapped. Cutting any of those will make the bomb detonate. Absolutely do not cut any of those. So it's necessary to check the connection of the wiring and disconnect it carefully. All right, let's get started. Oh God, okay. All right, I think I cut the right wire. Looking at all those twisted wires will make you dizzy. There's only one more connected to the small box at the top. Cut it. There, around. All right, we did it. All right, now the right box should be safe. All that remains is the center box. 1 + 1 = 2. What's this? Real? What's happening? I don't know. It might be one of Giselle's tricks. Maybe we need to type something with a numeric keypad. That's really ridiculous. The wrong answer may make the bomb explode. I gotta skip it. Oh! Retry? Yeah, I'll retry. It's tough to talk that quickly and get through it. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and I'll get back to that end part. Okay, I'm back with a lot more time. You might be right. You need to enter some numbers and hit the enter key. 1 + 1? That shouldn't be a problem, even for you, Akita. Easy. The answer is 3. Well, I'm just kidding. Don't look at me like that. This is not the right time to be cracking jokes. Hey, don't make mistakes. The answer is 2. Duh, I know. You guys are no fun at all. All right, I'll enter it. I wonder if we should really give the correct answer. We're still alive, so I guess that giving the right answer is good. But how long do I have to keep doing this? It's taking way too much time. I have a strong feeling that she's only playing with us. Time will eventually run out. Whoa! Next question. Aha, I see. Real, you're up. Don't just assume that I have all the answers. Is this a trigonometry integral problem? I'm sorry, math is not my forte. This would be even be difficult for someone Alex's age. Real, you're an adult. Show us what you can do. I told you, stop assuming that I have all the answers. I mean, you don't know this either, do you? Why don't you solve this yourself, Akita? Oh, I already know the answer, but I want to let you take credit for it. Trying your tricks on us. The answer is 2. It's not even difficult. Just enter it. I don't want to die because of your stupidity. Ding, ding, we have a winner. Yes, the answer is 2. Well done, Neneko. That is correct. Okay. It was the correct answer. Dying now would have sucked. I'm glad Neneko is here. I think we're just going around in circles. Might be able to defuse the bomb by cutting one of the 3 wires that connect the center box to the right box, but we don't want to know... Okay. I'm going to have to just read and skip it, guys. Sorry. The countdown has stopped. Does this mean that we defused it? No, there's no way. No, that would be too easy. I have a bad feeling about this. Darn, what? Oh, it's... Okay. It's blue. Aurora? Aurora's color is blue. It stopped. It really did stop. Yes, it really stopped this time. We did it. Woo! All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I've gone over a little bit what the typical length of these episodes are, but I didn't want to end it right when we got to the bomb defusal. That was some interesting environmental puzzle solving, and I enjoy the little set pieces like that in this game. So, wow, what a series of revelations have we made in this episode. Giselle's the killer. Aurora is the demon of Shironagasu Island. Just wow, a lot. I feel like we're getting close to the end. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys are enjoying my playthrough of Return to Shironagasu Island. If you are, consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel. I upload content like this all the time, and I will see you back very soon with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.